Hi everyone, I'm a senior year student, and after my graduation I'm about to step on a completely new process of my life, my adulthood stage. Day by day I wake up with the same musings and the same questions as, am I prepared for the future of tomorrow? Do I have a right set of life skills? Will I survive in the world out there? These concerns may create anxiety, worries for every single teenager, and establish more insecurities that may ruin our lives. So, where and when should I learn all of the necessary life skills that are crucial for my future? All of these questions, in a combination with teenagers' worries, serves as incentive for today's talk of mine. It's an inevitable fact that from the very early milestones, education plays an integral role in our lives. Yet school takes a priority, creating a fundamental platform for our betterment. So, what is the first word that comes to your mind when you think about school? We're used to associate the word school with various types of concepts, and they're usually connected to getting some knowledge or enlarging your own social circles or be prepared for the next stage of development. However, have you ever thought about the stage of adulting? Why don't we associate the word school with life skills? We're preparing ourselves for the next stage of development, neglecting the importance of life skills that are crucial for the representatives of the 21st century, for the leaders of tomorrow. Instead of a clear path, school left us with a vague sense of distance between us and life outside of the classroom. We're always preparing for the next level, and we often had a clear set of instructions on how to get there. Complete this project. Get good grades, show up, and you will move on to the next level. We're underwhelmed by the lack of progress we can make in the real world. For your whole life, leading up to this point, you steadily move up grade after grade, and you have a feeling that you're moving towards something. However, the real world seems to offer a little of that. Instead of a clear path, it feels more like an open ocean where you can set out in any direction, and there is no clear indication where you will end up. We're overwhelmed by many real-world activities for which we were not prepared for properly. For example, paying taxes, navigating insurance, building professional and personal relationships. We even have trouble with understanding our emotions and feelings. And we don't know a lot about such conceptions of how to stay healthy or how to be happy. We graduate with a little idea of how to conduct ourselves in the real world. The behavior that was rewarded in school is overlooked in the real world. And so that's why we become afraid to fail. We become afraid to make mistakes. And we become so obsessed with the process of preparation. But because of that, we never end up taking actions in the first place. Now the time has come to take actions, to help teenagers to progress and find their path by being armed with the ultimate life skills. I came up with the conception of transforming school perception from stocks to rocks, which would enable future leaders, educational influencers, and teachers as well to face up with the real-world situations inside their classrooms. The whole situation brought me to a conclusion that we have to draw up a specific list of those life skills that would help teenagers to become successful representatives of the 21st century. I believe that all of those educational influencers would take into consideration the pivotal role of these life skills and create a separate curriculum for its implementation. So, the first set of skills is communicational and presentational abilities. In the 21st century, the way you speak, the way you talk, show yourself, defines your track of progress in the future. By introducing specific classes on public speaking proficiency or job interviews, school would serve as an invaluable platform to inculcate those necessary life skills and create a good impression on your surroundings. The second set of skills is problem solving and analytical thinking. I've already witnessed how harmful it is to teach to the test, as it encourages memorization rather than critical thinking or application of concepts. The real world is too complex, and solutions do not come in multiple choice formats. So that's why teachers have to spend sufficient amount of their time to help teenagers to tackle with the real world situations inside their classrooms by using the above-mentioned skills. Well, the third set of skills is an ability to face up with the financial problems and navigate insurance. We, teenagers, are stepping on a completely new level of our development, where we have to understand the conception of such words as mortgages and taxes, and we have to think about our retirement. Yes, you got that right. We have to delve into the ways of how our retirement will treat us. Otherwise, it would seem so sad that we did not make any steps toward turning our lives into prosperous ones. The last but not the least set of skills is mental health and relationships. Many of you may think that there is nothing to learn about these two domains until you face up with the real-world situations. But creating a healthy relationship as well as maintaining your mental health is crucial at the stage of adulthood. I believe that our generation is not lost yet until we take actions and help them to progress. In terms of my own experience, I'm about to open a youth club which would enable teenagers to inculcate those necessary life skills. I want to devote each day of the week to brush up a specific life skills. And I believe that all of those teenagers that would support me in my projects would create that very fruitful platform for their future. It's easy to feel resentment towards the educational system and teachers for misleading you about the concept of real world. But now that you know, the responsibility is your own. You have a right to make a real world right now by taking risks, sharing your ideas, building relationships. You will find that this world is a friendly place which is full of opportunities. Thank you.